Morning, everyone. After such a great start, a politician's speech, so relax and enjoy. But it's a pleasure and privilege be here, be amongst the community which is seeking to change the world, to change the surrounding which we're living every day. And Lithuania has always been the focus of revolutions in terms of both geopolitical, technology, and business decisions. We simply like to change the world we live in. And we always look for solutions to improve everyday life. It's often said that small countries are doomed to hide in the shadow of the large ones, but we don't believe it. And because only, I think, those who are crazy enough to think they can change the world, they usually do. And briefly, for those who are first time in Lithuania, we have gained our independence 20 years ago. By that, we have put Lithuania on the map. Today, with the startup community together, the government and the startup community, we're putting Lithuania again on the map as a startup ecosystem, as a place where everyone can feel extremely good, where everyone can feel comfortable, connect, create. You know, some startups start, they fail, but the other day they start a new one, and that's the community we're trying to create here in Lithuania. Today, Lithuania is at the forefront of a number of global revolutions. You probably haven't heard about Professor Virginijus Sinkevicius. His inventions in the DNA editing technology developed have been evaluated and was that close from the Nobel Prize. But what's the most important, that it actually will drastically change the existence of mankind. Lithuanians' contribution to the global financial technology development is also undeniable. I'm proud that Vilnius is a star of global headings for a many fintech community, for many fintech companies, and which attract the most important, that innovative talents from Israel, China, Sweden, and other countries. Today, Lithuania has also blockchain. We see this technology, first of all, as a revolution, using which we can build the economic backbone of our future. Probably what's most important and exciting, that Lithuania is willing to become a standard barrier of the global revolution. Joint business and government's effort offer significant results, which I'm sure will be even more encouraging in the future. You may say that sometimes ambitions are too excessive and not correspond with reality. Definitely yes, but this is not the case. What's most important, that blockchain and the ICO has provided a tremendous platform and impulses for a startup ecosystems in Lithuania. This year alone, thanks to new business funding, at least some of our country startups have managed to attract such investments that are a rare startup of the country has ever received in their entire ecosystem. Lithuanian startup Car Vertical, if you haven't heard about them, which is in the process of developing the first global and decentralized car history register based on the blockchain technology, has issued its own cryptocurrency and already attracted over 19 million. Imagine this price. It's only this price needed to be paid for the solution which leads us to preventing our vehicles from being theft. The startup Lango is created a blockchain technology based on wireless internet, which will connect users having equipment with an internet access with those who wish to use wireless internet. Most important, that those who are going to provide the internet access, they're going to be paid. They already have attracted a 40 million. I cannot mention Moneta. In 18 minutes, they have raised $36 million. This is impressive. We can't not to speak about the green power. Lithuania has a strategy by 2050, we're going to live only on renewable energy. And V-Power, formed on the basis of the blockchain technology, has also attracted over 40 million by means of public dissemination of the cryptocurrency. Shortly, 1 year ago, such investment amounts were impressive, unbelievable for some. For growing Lithuanian startup ecosystem, that was a huge boost. In almost half a year, we have 4 success stories, and we still have a lot unreleased potential. I'm always getting excited when in the evening I get to read some of the white papers of the solutions the blockchain community is offering. And in a different spheres, you can see that the potential is huge. You can see it in insurance. We can solve the land registration problem, companies registration problems. Moreover, by strengthening its position among the first one in the EU to introduce the guidelines to ensure more transparent activities of the initial coin offering projects, Lithuania this year makes another step to attract foreign investment and create favorable and, what's most important in this community, secure environment for the fintech and blockchain-based business in Lithuania. Our central bank was bold enough and crazy enough probably to issue a sandbox principle where young startups can come and create their products, but what most important, try them in a proper banking system which is connected to Eurozone. And all that, additionally, you're getting only advised how to operate properly, and what most important, develop your product. These decisions demonstrate that the government of Lithuania, despite the fact that the government is always considered a slower brother of business, is also a part of this community. We go hand in hand, and we are prepared to create the most favorable conditions for innovators in our country and to create the best solutions together with our blockchain innovators. In addition, we see that the blockchain technology can greatly contribute to the improvement of the public sector. The public sector always drags feet behind the technologies. And the services which it provides, it's all usually a face of the country, because everyone, a new person, he meets the public sector one or the other services in everyday life. Here, I think the blockchain can do a revolution. The system may be very broadly adopted in, as I said, it may register securities, land or real estate accusation transaction, keep marriage records, and etc. Today, we're looking for ways to optimize our national economy with the help of the blockchain technology, because only in which business and government are in agreement may occupy the revolutionary the front line. At the beginning of the year, the first Europe's blockchain center was opened in Lithuania, bringing together innovators from the whole world, but most important, bringing them here to Lithuania to exchange their ideas, to exchange their knowledge. Over 50 MOUs were signed. Many companies are operating at our blockchain center. But what's most important, that at the opening day, one of the MOUs was signed with a small town in Lithuania with only 50,000 inhabitants. You can't blame them. They also want to have the blockchain. So to finish my speech, today Lithuania, regardless of whether we are in capital Vilnius, which is fastly developing and growing city, or a region, government or a business community, a startup or a large investor, is united, and we pursue the same goal. Lithuania welcomes the blockchain revolution. Thank you very much.